Did you know that the specific language people use also reflect their personal beliefs, biases, and experiences? And if you've seen any of our videos or attended any of our training on change management or cognitive dissonance, you'll understand that people go through a tremendous amount of effort, conscious or otherwise, to make sense of the world around them and justify their own beliefs. Now, these concepts are also used on us with purpose by marketing and advertising agencies, or people that are just trying to get us to agree with them. So for something a little different, I thought I'd share 5 linguistic patterns that are used with the intention of influencing your behaviour. Ahoy! Bryce here from Bryter Training, where we aim to help you and your business grow by utilising positive disruption in combination with our bespoke training programs. So a quick recap, if you haven't seen our other video on cognitive dissonance, there are millions of bits of information that we take in each second. It's all too much, so we've sorted through it in 3 different ways. We either generalise, delete, or distort the information that's coming in. See, imagine walking down the road, seeing a large dog walking towards you. Now, depending on your filters and your experience, you may generalise that all dogs are nice. Walk towards the dog and give it a bit of a pat. You may think unaccompanied dogs are risky and cross the street to avoid it. On the other hand, you may not even notice the dog because dogs just simply aren't on your radar. So we generalise and group similar experiences and data together. Categories might include things like people, animals, funny or scary experiences, interesting or risky experiences, all based on our prior experience. We delete anything out there that we don't consider relevant to us or our beliefs. You may have a partner or a child that can walk past a mess in the kitchen and never seem to see it. That's called deletion. We also distort by filling in the gaps of things that we just don't have all the information for, or something that doesn't really make a lot of sense to us. If you see a strange thing floating in the air in the distance, it's either an alien spacecraft or a balloon. If you see someone sleeping on a park bench, you may think they're either tired, or they could be homeless, drunk, or possibly just enjoying the fresh air. Either way, we assign meaning to it. So the language that we use tells people whether we are generalising, deleting, or distorting. And if you can identify that, then you know if people are perhaps filtering things to suit their own opinions. Or it helps you to identify where to start exploring if someone is, say, stuck or needs help finding a solution. So understanding all that, let's flip it around and see how it can be used to influence your behaviour. So I mentioned linguistic patterns, and there are over 30 different patterns that people use to generalise, delete and distort. I just want to share 5 of my favourite ones, or the ones that I hear the most in advertising or just in general business. So just my quick little disclaimer here, these things are neither good nor bad. They are just patterns of language and psychological processes that occur. They're necessary, as with most things. It's all about intention. So with marketing and influencing tactics, it comes down to 2 things: reducing resistance and getting you to fill in the blanks from your own beliefs so that it feels like it's a logical solution. Ambiguity in a statement means less resistance. Consider a politician saying, "Our people deserve more resources and an increase in revenue to allow greater investment in our economy." Kind of hard to argue with, but there's simply not much detail there. If we were to drill down on specifics, it'd be a little bit different. So we are going to clear the Amazon and drill for oil in the Arctic, creating more jobs and giving us more resources to sell and use. That one can get much more resistance from people. So how do marketers or managers, or salespeople for that matter, try and get us to do things without realising we're being influenced? The first pattern is called a simple deletion. It's where someone removes information so that you resist less, and also so you fill in the blanks yourself with information that's important to you. It's too hard to tailor a message to everyone with marketing. So this way, we tend to unconsciously adapt it to whatever is important to us. Just as an example, our customers prefer online shopping, or people like working from home. These statements might be true. However, if you process the statement, you need to make a lot of assumptions. So if we were to get specific, we would look at how many customers, from where, what do they prefer about it, and in what context, and compared to what, which people, what do they like? If you can't visualize the statement without filling in the details yourself, then there is probably a simple deletion present. The next pattern is called a comparative deletion, and it includes words such as prefer, better, best, more, less. Have you ever seen claims on items or in catalogues such as 30% more, the burgers are better, double strength, 20% better results? Before you buy into the claim, even if you want it to be true or if it seems to make sense, and of course, getting a chart that says 20% more seems like a great deal, ask yourself, what are they comparing it to? Another common pattern is called a lack of referential index. Basically, the person making the claim is not referenced or is left out. So, women love this perfume. Or as they say in the health industry, protein drinks are good for you. Research has shown that people prefer this new model. We tend to fill in the gaps ourselves and have our own meaning that the reference left out. If you hear people say they or people or it, then ask for specifics. Next, we have one called a universal quantifier. So words that are universally applied to everything. So words such as always, all, every, never, nobody, everybody, and nothing. Take this supplement and you'll never get sick. Everyone is now using this process. Nobody likes using the system. Remember, if it is universal, then by definition there is no flexibility. It applies to everything. So if someone is stuck in a bad situation, you may hear things like, I can never lose weight, or everything I do fails. And in marketing, you may hear things like, all of our customers agree, or nobody likes to get that result. And the final one I hear a lot is called a misplaced adverb. So listen out for words ending in ly. Things like obviously, actually, fortunately. Now, interestingly, it may seem strange, but we tend to believe the statements that follow the words ending in ly. If someone is to say to us, actually, most people prefer our product, we don't tend to question how actual that actually is. The same when someone says, obviously, we can't do that. Or how is it obvious? Maybe it is obvious to them, but don't just assume that they are right. Maybe their belief isn't backed up with good evidence. So if you hear that used in marketing or at work, statistically clearly, obviously people prefer X, stop and ask whether it really is obvious or clear, and what statistics are being referred to. So a great way to practice is to listen to advertisement on the radio, or when you are walking around town, look in the shop windows. Look out for those patterns and start asking yourself, what are they actually claiming? And how much are you assuming? This also can help you check for beliefs you have picked up over the years that perhaps are nothing more than beliefs of your parents or maybe just even marketing. Why is that brand better? 20% better than what? What evidence is there that this product is effective? Obviously, our programs are better and everyone can benefit from giving us a call and organising skill development for their teams. Naturally, all of your team will appreciate it. Again, this forms part of a much larger program on understanding beliefs and behaviours. So for more information on this or any other program, please check out our website. Our contact information is in the description below. Thanks again for watching and have a great day.